I missed it, but Phoebe was just basking with all the frogs up up here. I was expecting her to bask here, but no, she was up there, which I guess makes sense because the sun's coming down this way. Let's see if she responds to being fed. Or let's see how she responds to being fed. There we go. So the fish should also go for these. I feel bad for always scaring the frogs away. I wonder if they'll get used to me. I know she must be hungry. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, there we are. Big old frog man. It's crazy that his head is bigger than the turtle's head. Or like, their heads are comparable even though the turtle's massive. I think she's not eating because I'm here, which is confusing because we've spent all winter together in the same room, and you eat there all the time. I don't get it. I don't know why they go back to being afraid once they're in a situation like this. Fish seem to be excited about the food, but the food will break up and then the fish can eat it.
Hey, it's present day Jonah. I know there are a lot of audio issues with these first couple of clips because of the wind, but stick with it because there's a lot of cool things to see in this video. What is that? What the? Who are you? I'm past Jonah. Past Jonah, but you look just like me. That sweatshirt doesn't even fit you. You're just me dressed like that one picture from 2021. No, it's me, past Jonah. You, but from the past. I'm here to say that it was really hard filming then. I didn't have a fancy phone or filming equipment. The pandemic basically just happened. I was still a high schooler, and I'd not even felt the love of a woman. What are you talking about? We're both virgins. The point is that you cannot keep blaming me for your technical problems. I'm just trying my best, same as you. So take ownership of your issues and just tell the people that you don't know how to fix the audio.
I'm present day Jonah, and I approve this message.
And I don't know if the frogs would go for it. I don't think they will. And we have a cat. There we go. She didn't try to eat anymore. Oh! I didn't realize my aim was that good. I was trying to just hit it right in front of her. Oh, there's a frog. See if I can get one to the frog. See if it wants a pellet. Trying to get it right in front of it. Gosh darn it. My aim's getting worse. That's the best I can do. Okay. Well, she might eat them on her own time, but I'll leave her alone. Okay. Pond's doing pretty well. Plants have come up a lot, and now they are everywhere. Fish are doing well. The turtle, there's the turtle going around chasing the fish. There's frogs up in the box up there. And the plants are just doing amazing. These ones are really filling in everything. The creeping jenny's doing good everywhere. There the frog goes. These plants are doing crazy. I have some bush cuttings growing out of the box here. It was a flower. I can take that in for the animals inside. Richard generally likes flowers. The succulents are doing very well. As you can see, the hens and chicks are doing surprisingly well. Yeah, stuff going on. There's a lot of grass here. I need to get that off, get that out. But I always like to give updates on the pond as it's growing. There's work that needs to be done, but a lot, actually. It's looking really nice. Everything's growing in really nicely.
Let me provide some context. I started terraforming this area in the summer of 2018. It wasn't until the summer of 2020 that I actually got the pond installed and set up. I left it for a year to just be enjoyed by frogs and rosy minnows, which bred in the pond. I got Phoebe, the huge female red-eared slider turtle, on June 6, 2019. When I got her, she had been living in a 55-gallon tank with 15-some goldfish. Her shell was in poor condition. It would actually bend in if you put weight on it because of the poor diet she had. This poor diet / husbandry is why she has the pyramiding on her back. A normal, properly raised turtle have a nice dome shell shape. In the time I've had her, her shell has hardened properly. She was huge when I got her, and she has grown so much even still. In 2019, she was 2.2 pounds, and as of September 2023, she was 2.8 pounds. At first, I kept her outside during the summer in my 300-gallon stock tank with other turtles, and during the winter, I kept her inside in a 125-gallon with a basking area and UVB lighting. Eventually, she became aggressive with other turtles, so I had to keep her alone. Also, she was notorious for jumping out of her tank and wandering around my living room. She did this for most of the winter time, and she was doing this to find a place to lay eggs. In both the winters of 2019 and 2020, she laid eggs in my house, and I could not, for the life of me, develop an area in the tank that she would lay eggs in, though I tried to build many different egg-laying areas. In the winter of 2021, I knew she would have to stay outside. By then, the pond was fully ready for her. I moved her outside for the last time. I knew she needed to be outside so she could lay eggs and explore. She has lived outside year-round for 3 years now. I feed her during the summertime, and I basically leave her alone during the winter. She is safe as long as the water does not freeze completely over, so there's oxygen exchange, and it never does because of the overflow bog filter. However, in the spring, I always find myself excited to see her coming out again and basking. I should probably mention the frogs. While I believe that Phoebe did, over the years, bring the fish to extinction in the pond, somehow the frogs have persisted. The bullfrog that was once in the pond, the one that was in this video earlier, unfortunately passed away at some point. Most of the frogs are northern green frogs. However, I have found leopard frogs and tree frogs camped out around the pond as well. It is actually really interesting because the frogs will come out on basically any day that it is not super cold. They will come out and start basking during the winter, even when the turtle still stays under the water. Both frogs and turtles brumate rather than hibernate. This means that their metabolism slows down, but they will still come out and bask on any warmish days during the winter. I've just found it surprising that the frogs seem to be even more cold tolerant than Phoebe is. The frogs mostly showed up on their own. I did not originally bring any frogs to the pond, though I have now brought frogs to the pond twice. One time I rescued a bunch of tadpoles and I put them in the pond. I plan to edit that video in the future. Then recently I helped to take down someone else's pond and I brought 2 frogs from their pond to mine so they would have a home. It is interesting to see how native wildlife utilizes the pond. Obviously the frogs seem to enjoy it. I've found garter snakes in the pond area before, and then there are the birds. The birds love the pond, and during the warmer months I always see birds around the pond enjoying the water source and the insects. As for now, it is February. It is not yet warm enough for Phoebe to be coming out consistently, but we are on the other side of winter, and the days are getting longer. I've waited all winter for the plants to spring up from the earth and the birds to come back, and that time is near. For now, I'll focus on this semester of college until I can be working outside again. Well, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the tomfoolery we got into this week. If you did, come back next week for another video. Also, my birthday is this month, so feel free to wish me happy birthday in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.